YouTube. Hello, my beauty school drop-ins. It's JoviBeauty, and welcome back to the Jovi B Show. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone had a great Monday. You had an amazing weekend. And while people are coming in, let me just do the regular old maintenance. Please don't forget to like this video. Like it now. Don't bother to like it later. Just like it now. You might forget later. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, JoviBeauty. I'm JoviBeauty on all platforms. So please follow. Please subscribe. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. Okay, also, wait, I want to shout out to two additional subs who purchased a cheesecake over the weekend. Okay, I want to shout out to Murph. She be in here sometimes. She probably gonna get in here in a little bit. And hold up. I want to make sure I got it correct. And one of our other subscribers, Andrea. So shout out to her, shout out to Murph, shout out to everyone who supports the brand, supports the business, has donated to the channel. We really appreciate you. It is now November the 4th. I literally have 16 more days to my birthday, so I'm excited. I hope you are excited as well. Still don't know what I'm going to do, but hey, we'll figure it out. So yeah, so I want to talk about this Judge Joe Brown thing. I was on Twitter, right? Minding my business, minding my business, but not really minding my business. I just be all over the social media. And I saw this recent tweet from Judge Joe Brown, child. Let me pull up the tweet. I have it here. Okay, hold up. There we go. And I figured out how to leave myself on camera as I pull up the tweet. All right. Listen, we learning. Yes, Cherie, you would have to Venmo it and then send your address via email, or you would have to Venmo, CashAPP, or PayPal, and then send your address via email, text on Instagram, or just private. You don't want to put your address on the chat. So send it to me via my email address, JoviBeauty@gmail.com, culture@JoviBeauty.com, or send it via Instagram or something, or in a DM on Twitter or something. I don't know, child. However you want to send me your address. And yeah, so let's get on to the show, guys. Okay, so I want to talk about this tweet. I like Joe Brown. I ain't gonna front. Yeah, he went to jail because he was drinking and driving and stuff. And I'm not about the drinking and driving. I like to drink myself, so I understand wanting a little drink or whatever. But that's what Uber and them is for, because drinking and driving kill folks, and I don't want to die, and I damn sure don't want to die by my own hands. So we ain't messing with all of that. But Joe Brown he be saying some things, and people are thoroughly upset at it. Okay, so let's get into what Joe Brown said recently. I see someone said, yes, we need to have standards, girl. So we're gonna get into this, okay? So let's go. Let me click over to the actual page. Okay, so a woman this is what he's saying. A woman making $100K a year and has a mate making, example, $40K a year, needs to find another man who isn't dragging on her resources. Unless it's a temporary setback or he's a student, she's way above him and he's not on her level. She needs to start over, or he needs to do much better. Look, where is the lie? Where is the lie on what this man said? Before we even get in on the go in, because I was looking in the comments down below, people get highly upset. You see this man here saying, I see that Alzheimer's is kicking in old Joey. Mom is just so determined to be mediocre. They get mad when you tell them they need to do better. So this motherfucker right here, with his little lowly, what do you say? We create our own purpose in life. Go create yours. Maybe he need to create his without trying to get over on some woman. What else? What about when he said, oh, he said, what about when it's the other way around? It should be the other way around. This was wrong with some of these men. Let's see what his thing says. Stand up, guys, ready for action. Stand up, guy, ready for action. Stand up for what? Stand up for leeching off of a woman? Because that is what he's trying to say. Joe responds, listen, this is the time. I love this. If he wasn't so old, he would be here. Any older woman who come across Joe Brown will hold that down. He said depends on how fine and nice she is, because that's what matters with us. Listen, how much money a woman should not be the caregiver in the household. If the woman is taking care of the bills, if the woman is taking care of, the household, the rent, the yada yada, then what the hell exactly do you need him for? Why? And it's so crazy. I was watching O'Shea yesterday. O'Shea, I don't know the rest of his name. O'Shea. He had a panel on there, right? O'Shea funny as hell. So he had a panel on there with a whole bunch of what I consider red pill guys, And there was one, there was a lot of them that, basically want to blame women for all the problems in the Black community. But there was one guy in there. He was like an older guy. He was like 60 or something. And, older men, they come from a different generation, so they get it. He's like, all right, so let's just say that all women suddenly transform into, us, right? Us, the amazing women that, don't want to provide and want you to be a man. Please be a man. We're begging you to be the man in the household, because I will not be us. Everybody over here on my beauty school drop-ins, we don't want to be the man in the household. We want you to man up so we don't have to be a strong Black woman, because that adds age and ugliness to your life, okay? And we're not about that life. So basically the man was like, his name was something 60 OG or something like that. He was like, so what happened when if the woman does everything that, you want her to do, right? The Black woman does because the other men were basically saying, that's why we don't date Black women, because all this bullshit, all this bull, right? And nobody, it was one guy that was going really hard. I can't remember his name. He was like, well, they won't do that. And the guy was like, so basically you just want a reason to try to shade all women. He asked one other guy, are you with somebody? Yeah. And she's not like that. And she's this and she's that. So if you're saying that all Black women are trash, what happened to your girl? Your girl is one of what? You were so special. You found the one in a billion that dealt with your bullshit. Come on now. So I thought that was kind of funny. And I think, let's go back. Let's go search some more of these comments. I thought it was kind of funny, and it's very telling and especially if you look into the comments at what a lot of these men are saying, it's very telling on not only how feminine in mind these men are, because the man talking about, well, what about if you make more than her? Bruh, that you're supposed to. You're the man in the relationship. You're supposed to. You want the woman to be all feminine and, cook and clean and do all of this shit, but you can't even afford to take her to dinner. Like, what the heck is going on? And I understand. Listen. If you make $100,000 a year, kudos for you. But that man should be making, the man that you are laying up with should be still making enough money to take care of all of that. Okay? Because what any woman, this is my personal opinion and a lot of yours, but any woman who's put in a position to be the man in the household, the man in a relationship, what I don't understand with men like that? They want to put you in the position to be the man in the household, taking care of everything and doing all of this stuff. But then they want you to still treat them like the man in the household when they're not acting like it. Okay, listen. Okay. Okay, so this one says what he says. He says, not saying you're 100% wrong, but by default, thousands of women will never find a man. Millions that will stop dating because it's literally not enough men to go around. Simply, it's more women than men in every first world country. The main reason so many are single. Joe said, too many single mothers are failing to raise boys to be proper men. Shit. Listen, who raised you, boo? Every time people tell me, oh, these men ain't shit, who raised them, boo? Anyway, that some women will have to do without a man goes without saying. A nice argument to advance polygamy, however. Ooh, yikes. He was trying to advance polygamy, child. Not Joe, the other guy. Now, he said, this one right here says, nah, that's sweet. The potential might be there. I hate somebody who says potential. Listen, like Joe said in the comments, if he's not still in school and you're in school, like, you know, you just got out of school and he may have like a year left in school or something. If you're not age appropriate, like 21, I don't want to hear about potential. I don't care about no 40. I don't want to hear about if another woman tells me about her 35, 40-year-old man who has potential, I feel like I'm a smacker. I feel like somebody needs to smack her because his potential left at like 22. Now he's just a leech holding on to you. Okay, but whatever. This one says, nah, that's weak. The potential might be there. If you're young with enough drive, you can make 40K turn into 100K and more. Joe says, do it quickly. Like, we don't have time for the bullshit. Do we have time for the bullshit? We don't have time for the bullshit. This one says, case by case basis. I hate, you know, these. Let me see what his thing says. He said, I got an album coming out. Child, listen. He says, I actually mine acquired her degrees financially while being the primary caregiver to our babies so she could complete assignments, etc. So why would I feel some type of way about her pay? So you're the woman. Joe said, why wasn't she helping you get your degrees? Sounds like general reversal to me. Child, listen, these men are out here. This man is out here saying, I was the woman in a relationship so she could go ahead and get her degree and, you know, take care of me so I could live up and, you know, live my best life off of her. This one says, you can say that because you make hundreds of thousands a year. I mean, I agree with you, but your take would be different if you made 40K. I'm just saying. Judge said, but I don't, and I took steps from early in life to get where I am now. Listen, you hear me? I don't want to hear about potential at 35. Man up early. A lot of these men are mad that women that we set up and went from high school to college straight, or, you know, gave it 2 years or something and then went to college, and they not thinking about their future till they damn near 40. It's not our issue that you didn't think about your future until you were damn near 40. Get your life. But anyway, Judge said, but I don't. And I took steps in my early life to get where I am now. More of us need to focus and get a cause purpose. By the way, that cause purpose has had more to do with things than making money. Listen. So yeah, that's what Joe said. I want to talk about it. Could we get some likes? Don't forget to Okay, I gotta pull it up. Okay, hold up. Give me 1 second. Okay. Listen, I'm learning to do this, y'all. I got it popping. Okay, so listen. Yeah. Wait, y'all don't hear no sound? Y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Hold up. Let me see. Let me make sure. Here we go. Make sure. Okay, I can hear me. So if I can hear me, y'all can hear me. Please don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay, thank you guys. So I'm gonna play this video.
Love, marriage, and a baby carriage, to paraphrase those famous lyrics. But for millions of black women, many blessed with brains and beauty, finding the right man is proving elusive. But why? Are their standards too high, or are the pickings too slim? Lindsay Davis tried to answer that question. Birthday! Cheers! Make a wish. Nicole Marchand is celebrating another birthday. At 31, she's accomplished a lot. She's a prosecuting attorney and running for state court judge. It'll be a $500 fine. Nicole isn't the kind of woman you'd find standing by on the sidelines of life. But you would find her here at the Georgia Dome, cheering on the Atlanta Falcons. You've heard of a man's man. Nicole is the quintessential man's woman. She appears to have it all, and yet she's still single. 42% of black women have never been married. That's double the number of never married white women.
I look forward to the day. I look forward to being married.
It's just not that easy. For starters, there are more black women than black men, 1.8 million more. So even if every black man in America married a black woman today, 1 out of 12 still wouldn't make it down the aisle.
There are more black people in
Let's
the world
take 100 black
than just
men.
America.
If you eliminate those without a high school diploma, those without a job, and the number of black men between the ages of 25 and 34 who are incarcerated, that leaves only about half of black men eligible to pop the question. Nicole sees the problem every day.
It is sad to see that the majority of the defendants that we prosecute are black males. Those numbers can be very disappointing.
Admittedly, the selection of men is slim.
Steve Harvey?
Through your head. You're the Friday girl that's just for sex. That's what you are.
We broached this serious dilemma with comedian turned relationship guru Steve Harvey, author of the book Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man.
There are still a lot of good men out there who are being overlooked.
Harvey says black women don't have to settle, but may need to compromise.
You're a corporate exec. Does he have to be a corporate exec?
No, he doesn't. He can own a business.
$150,000 a year. He has to make 150 or above.
He can make 100, 125.
That's your requirement. If your requirement sheet is ridiculous, you have to look at it.
What we looked at were the large numbers of professional black women who groomed themselves for success with BAs, MDs, and JDs. 70% of them are still without the more elusive title, MRS.
I would be lying if I said that I don't have fleeting thoughts of, okay, I'm 32, my clock is ticking.
The tick-tock of the biological clock is getting louder for several of Nicole's single friends. Meet Chateau Waters. She's a 32-year-old high school counselor pursuing a doctorate degree in psychology.
We have this thing called the black girl curse. A lot of our white friends are married by 25, like happily married, kids by 27. And we're like, what is the deal with the BGs? You know, and it's the black girl.
Jakeen Ashford is a chemist for a pharmaceutical company. Now that she's 34,
listen to what she's
lowered the bar when it comes to height requirements.
Height requirements?
Have a certain criteria, like if you're not 6'5", and I used to.
She was not dating a guy if he wasn't 6'5".
6'3", 6'2", 6'1". Okay, maybe we could see eye to eye. I kind of have certain standards that I hold myself to, and I don't feel like I should have to settle.
I don't think they got the right standards.
Somebody, I'm willing to wait.
Like many black men, she's also open to dating outside her race. In fact, in the past decade, the number of black women entering interracial marriage has more than doubled.
In fact, last night was at a restaurant. Had a great conversation with this Caucasian gentleman. I mean, we were vibing, we were clicking. I'm thinking, he's gonna ask for my number.
She's gonna ask for my number.
White man never asked for my number.
I wonder if the white man was 6'5".
Great conversation, you know, maybe I'll see you around. I was thinking, what happened?
Ask for his.
No.
We're maybe not as.
They asking for people numbers, and then they wonder why they're not getting married.
Payroll specialist. She hasn't had an exclusive relationship since college.
How these women don't have relationships since college?
With dating Black women, because I don't think they're necessarily going to want to take us home to see mama.
The consensus in this group was that their preference is to marry a Black man. It's not that they can't find one to date. The issue in many cases is exclusivity.
You meet these great guys, you have good relationship, good rapport, and then it's almost like, I'm going to keep you around, and hopefully when I'm ready to settle down, you'll be there.
So they allow themselves to be put on the back burner.
Every now and then they'll check in with you to make sure you're still single.
You're not married yet. Are you still single? You still waiting on me? No, not really.
Chateau hasn't been in a committed relationship in more than a decade.
This shit is sad. It only had like a couple more seconds left, y'all. Hold up. Can y'all hear it? I'm back in. You said you couldn't hear me when I was in. Hold up. Let me check. It's sad. It only had like a couple more seconds left, y'all. Hold up. Can y'all hear it? I'm back in. Okay, y'all can hear me because I can hear me. Okay, listen. Listen. This. So that's what we're here to talk about today, ladies. Having standards, what kind of standards we should have, why those women don't have a man, what Joe Brown was speaking on, and can we just deal with it? Listen, I've said this before. This one, okay, so let me use it for an example. That one woman was talking about she only dated guys who were 6'5", and then 6'4", and then 6'3", and then 6'2". You know, it's like, so you wouldn't date a guy who was not 6'5", like extremely attractive. Women sometimes, especially those type of women, seem to want to date a man for the same reasons that a man wants to date a woman. They want to date these overly attractive 6'5" football players that has no need to settle down. And if he did, he has multiple women in rotation until he decides to, instead of how none of these women in a relationship. And when they do get in a relationship, they'll mess around and be the ones Joe Brown was talking about. They're making $100,000 a year and dating some fine ass dude that make $40,000 a year with a big old D, instead of the guy who makes $120,000, but might be a little chubby, but might be, not as attractive as you. Ding, ding, ladies. The man you date, and hopefully the man that you will marry, will never be as attractive as you. He should not be as attractive as you. Even Joe Brown said it. Is she fine? You're supposed to be the come up when it comes to looks, when it comes to attractiveness. I don't care what none of these new age feminist values try to put on us. You are pretty. Does he have to work in the corporate world? No, there's millions of men out here who make a good amount of money that own their own businesses. That, we was talking about engineers the other day. We're talking about mechanics who own shops. We're talking about dudes that may own a freaking junkyard. You know how much money those men make? Because he owned a junkyard and selling junk to people. But you think you too good to date a man who earns more money than you, has more money than you, but he may not be as attractive as you, and may not have the career that you in your mind thought you should have. You thought you was a lawyer and you was supposed to be married to a doctor, and that was how it was supposed to play out in your mind. No, I'm sorry, but no. just Z said, but they have 3 babies and child support, making $40,000 a year. But there are men who own restaurants out there. There's chefs. There's people who actually have things and own things. And like, most women friend zone the hell out of those men. Most women friend zone the hell out of the men they should marry. And then when that man turn around after he been chasing your behind for about a good 10, 15 years, and he end up going with some freaking white girl, then you gonna be looking at him like, oh, he dating a white girl. You had a whole opportunity to lock that down, but you didn't because you wanted fucking Zorro. Potential. Child, listen. Hey, Cat Doll. Hey, everybody who's here. Like I said, please don't forget to like the channel. Subscribe to the channel, like the YouTube video, and all that good stuff. Okay. You and me both, Cat. Let me close the blind because the light is messing with the light. When the sun is at a certain position in the sky and the light, it counteract. Listen, it just don't work. I would prefer an older man too, because at least the older man gets it. He's stable. These women, I'm sorry, but a lot of women, and I know a plethora of women like that, they only want to date a certain type of guy. And when they decide not to date, the corporate handsome guy because he's trash, okay, because he's the corporate handsome guy, they turn around and date the cool bum ass nigga. Like, there is a whole middle ground of men who are stable as hell and would like lay down over a puddle that you don't mess your shoes up, but they don't choose to date him because he may be 2 degrees lower than them on the attraction scale, or he may have like a little belly, or he may be a little corny. Corny is who you want your children's father to be, not freaking Fabio. I was about to say fabulous, but that neither. Hey, Carmelo, how are you? Potential is for the birds. We spoke about this, and listen. If you are not 22 years old and just graduated college, I don't want to hear about, I'm with him and he has potential. You sound like an idiot. You sound like them girls. Like, what's his name? The actor. We made a video about his wife. The actor who plays in Grey's Anatomy. And he was married to that girl who was with him for potential. And she was taking care of everything for damn near 20 years. And then when he got on, he left her. That's what you get for putting up with a man's potential. Because as soon as his potential, if he does have potential, as soon as his potential pays off, you are a ghost, because he ain't never wanted to be with you. He was just with you because you paid for him to live. You gave him a roof over his head. You fed him. Okay? No. And I don't have time for some grown-ass man who is 40 years old trying to get his life together. You were supposed to be thinking about that years ago. BTM says, you women don't get it. Society has put a target on man's back. I know men have problems, but black men start making substantial money when they have a little gray hair and be trustworthy in this society. Listen, yes, the world is made up to be against us. I still know men, black men, who make it happen. That's a given. The world is going to try to break you. These Caucasians and their whole institutional, everything is going to try to break you. So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to fold or are you going to stand? I know plenty of men who, with all of that, they have found a way. That's why I say even men who own, I love a man who owns a business, his own business. Listen, I love a man who owns his own business. Because that says he didn't allow the world to break him, and knowing what we know. And yes, the world is against us. So what are you going to do about it? Just like the other day we had when we were talking about the school system sucking. We get it. The school system is made to mess our kids up, to allow them to see no future in themselves. So what are you going to do about it? You're just going to keep sending your kids to school and just oh well, because they're doomed to fail? No, these are not excuses for not getting your shit together. You know the world is against you, so you're going to take your whole 20s and do nothing with it? You're going to take your whole 20s and do absolutely nothing with it until you hit 33 and now you want to get your life together? Come on, you know the world is against you. What's up? What's up? Terry said his brother went back to school at 40, got his barber's license. How long was he in jail, Terry? But he opened his own shop. People who have barber shops, people who have businesses, these people make money, okay? He made money, but he did it all by himself. He had no financial aid. Did he need a woman to pay his tuition in barber school? I hope not, Terry. You said he made it happen, and I love that. Make it happen. It's not on me to help you to get your shit together. Oh shit! I tried to get Jeremiah, what Jeremiah said, but it clicked off. I didn't mean to click on KW, but you know. I tried to get what Jeremiah said, but the thing won't go up. I don't know. It's after like a certain point, they won't let me go up. Okay. Hi, everybody. I do pay attention. And like I said, I know what it is. We know what it is. But like, what are you going to do about it? Like, I know what it is. But like, what are you going to do about it? Like, I know men who have dealt with that and will still make it happen. I don't date men who don't make it, never in my life, who don't make it happen. What are you going to do? That is what tells me you are a man, because in this world where everything is stacked against you, you made yourself a success. Hella high water. With everything stacked against you, you figured out a way to be able to provide for yourself and your family. Like, I don't know what you want me to say with that one. I agree, but like I said, I see it as, and then what? I don't know. I saw it and I was like, and then I saw Judge Joe Brown and I was like, and I was like, we want to talk about it. I wanted to talk about it because I think it's real, and I think we need to stop blaming. Everyone else for our issues. And that's Black men and that's Black women. Like, we need to take accountability and make our families better. Your family ain't going to be better choosing the dude who is sexy but makes substantially less than you, and you have to then take on the role of the man in your household and your relationship. That's not how it works. And then we wonder why the divorce rate is so damn high. We wonder why so much women feel like they on the back burner for these sexy ass men. I bet you wouldn't be on the back burner if you picked a man that was of your equal, aka not as attractive as you, aka, you know, you are the physical come up for him. He ain't just like y'all want to be walking around here like Ken and Barbie. And you think that Ken ain't got a whole bunch of other chicks who is as delusional as you are, to the point where now he has just y'all in rotation. Instead of picking somebody who cannot just afford to be with you and give you everything, you and your children, everything y'all will need, but not have a million women in rotation. But y'all don't hear me though. Well, y'all hear me because y'all know me. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Listen, not all black men are in jail, number one. And not all black men are out here dating white women. Okay? That's just not the case. A lot of the times, a lot of them is single too. A lot of the times, a lot of women just won't date them. Because he's not 6'5". Or because or because he's a little corny. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me y'all won't deuce the corny guy who makes $200,000 a year. Tell me y'all won't deuce the corny guy who makes $200,000 a year or whatever for the fine guy on the corner who makes $32,000 a year. Tell me I'm lying. Please tell me I'm lying. She said, stop laughing. I can't help it. I can't help it. Steve doesn't have no room to give advice, child, but he know. Listen. He said blacks represent the second largest population. And then, can I just say, when they was not, there are men outside of the continental, there are black men outside of the continental United States. There are black men outside of the continental United States who aren't poor. Okay? But then when I talk about that and I make videos on that, people get mad at me. But like, so what do you want? You just want to date the 6'5" Fabio who you think, I don't know why I keep saying Fabio. Anyway, who you think is going to get it all. You think you're going to have some freaking Tyler Perry romance with some Shamar Moore without the fake braids, well, not even Shamar Moore, the other girl. Remember the other girl, the sister the dude was beating the shit out of her because he thought he was the shit, crazy as hell. And she had to bust him in the head with grits and a frying pan and all of that. Y'all remember? Y'all think you're gonna get that. Like, that is not 1 in a million. And it's a million of y'all. But you ain't even willing to go and see the world, travel, and maybe meet a black guy in the UK that ain't po. Freaking Jackie Anna had to go to Europe to find a dude. You know what I'm saying? You won't go to Africa to find some dudes who got money. Everybody ain't living in no damn huts. Okay? Everybody ain't the stereotype you think they are. She said this is just well, listen, I personally am not an advocate of interracial dating. I do have some subs who do interracial date, but I am not an advocate of it. I believe there are plenty enough black men worth having in the world, United States and abroad, that you don't have to date outside of your race. But hey, Jeremiah Boo. He said, damn, Jovi, even Lovely T has figured out this type of production in her live stream yet. No dish. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to upgrade from the Streamlabs so we can stream on multiple platforms. You know, we just trying to get them coins, them bucks, them dollars together. But I'm going to upgrade it hopefully by my birthday, which is in 16 more days. Hopefully by my birthday, we'll be able to do our first multi-platform stream, y'all. And then we're going to blow. Okay. All right. All of them aren't dating white women. And I say this, can I say this? I say this to young women that I know as well. Okay? That I personally know. Like when you go to college, Black young women, get your shit together. Okay? Don't be walking around the dorms looking like who done it and ran. Okay? Because those are the times when these white girls get their hands in their claws into, you know, and get their claws into the athletes and the engineering students and the business and the business students who, you know about to do well, and, you know, just the students that you know is about to make it happen. Too many Black girls are walking around these damn campuses looking like I don't know what. Looking like a stereotype that you don't want to be, that nobody wants to be. Get your whole shit together. Can we get some makeup on our face? I say this while I sit here with no makeup on my face, but I'm good. Don't worry about me. I'm good. But you can't be walking around looking like crazy and expect somebody to freaking, you know, this is when they get the claws into the Black men. Stop raising y'all sons to be colorblind and you won't have this problem. There's a damn fly in here. Yeah, and I'm still not paying half. We spoke about this. I don't pay half. I don't believe in paying half. I believe that a man should make more money than you. Because if you want to beat your chest and be the man of the household and be the man of the relationship, you actually have to be the man of the relationship. You can't talk about you the man of the relationship when I just wrote the check for the mortgage. You cannot talk about you being a man of a relationship when we go grocery shopping. I'm the one that is coming out of the pay I made. What allows you to be the man? A man is a provider. Okay, just because you have a penis and some balls, don't mean you are the man of your household and the man of your relationship. And a lot of those situations, the women are the men of the relationship. Then they get mad at you, talking about you all aggressive. You know, you won't let them be the man. They won't let themselves be the man. You cannot be the man of your household if your girl is paying the mortgage or rent or whatever your housing situation is. Wait. What happened to the Black men who graduates at the same time as you with the same degree? Well, are they making more? I just said that. If y'all coming out of college, you can ride with that potential. Yeah, he about to do it. And a lot of those situations, you don't notice, even when y'all talk about these white girls, when they get them claws into them boys from young, by the time that girl like 26, her ass ain't working no more. Her job is to be a mother. Ain't that something beautiful? To be able to just be home and be a mother, be able to take your child to, who was in here the other day because they had to get off because they was taking they had to take their daughter to violin lessons. A woman who man provides. Because she has the time. She don't have to just send her kid off to music class or whatever. She's able to be there. She's able to take care of the household and not freaking feel like the world is on her back because she got to work 40 hours a week and then come home and work 40 more freaking hours. That is not life. I do not have an accent. I just saw somebody said that before the thing went up. Tutu Thing. You need to email me your address, boo. Jeremiah said, you see, and that's the issue now. Everyone is so focused on somebody's looks instead of the bank account and financial stability. Looks will fade and you can't pay rent with looks. Thank you. A woman is supposed to, like Joe Brown said, a woman is supposed to, what she look like. You're supposed to be able to not stress yourself to the point where your looks fade. All of that busting your ass, dealing with stress at work, that shit drains your life. A man is not, you're not supposed to judge a man by his looks. Okay? Nobody, okay, fine. You don't want him to be butt ugly. But if you ain't that great to look at, but if he butt ugly, you really might be winning. But whatever. But a woman is not supposed to judge a man on his looks. A woman is supposed to judge a man and have children for a man who is financially stable, who can provide and take care of their family, the children when they have them. That's why too many women are, stuck in these bad positions, end up being single mothers and all this crazy shit because you was too concerned about what he looked like instead of what he had to offer your offspring. Cats, I don't know why men think we want them to be our equals. Child, listen. You know me. You know me so well. Please don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's see how much likes we got right now. I want to see how much likes we have right now. Let me check y'all. I need some more likes. I got a dislike too. I ain't even worried about it. Thank you for your dislike, boo. But we need to get these likes up. So like the channel, okay? Elijah said, I'm done. I make $75K a year and I still can't find a decent black woman on this earth. Elijah, where are you looking, Poppy? Because so many women are out here looking for a man like you. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where do you hang out? What state are you in? I have a couple girls in different states. I could send them your way, baby. Where are you? Thank you, boo. I got these like last week or so. Where are you, Elijah? Where are you? What state? Take note. Whoever's in his state, take note. Looks fade, but rent is doing the first, the fifth, and listen. Y'all won't learn today. Stop worrying about these men and their looks and start worrying about what is important. Okay? A woman is to be, that's why they said men are visual creatures. How the hell did y'all turn into visual creatures? Okay, men are supposed to be worried. That's why you wear the makeup. That's why you make sure your hair looks nice, your outfit looks nice. You don't brag about all of, I keep telling y'all, I don't care what you got. You don't brag. It's not your job as a woman to brag about all the stuff you have. It's his job to brag about all the stuff he has. Like Elijah just told us how much money he got. It's his job to brag about it, to impress you. It is not your job to be telling a man how much money you got and all the shit you got. And I bought my car and I bought this house. He don't need to know you own that house. You could tell him your daddy gave you that house. Tell him your daddy bought you that car. Don't make him know, because the man that's going to run to you is a man that needs to be taken care of. And we should, and I swear to God, that is the downfall of us. We should not be. You see white women doing that shit? No, you don't. You do not see it. Please share so the fellas can learn what careers to get into. This food thing, rapping. Oh, God. No, rapping is not a lifestyle. Please. Y'all know I don't even mess with the whole athletes and entertainers vibe. Keep that to yourself, okay? No, things that are own a business. Like someone said, a barbershop, a tattoo parlor. I don't give a fuck if it's a barbershop, a tattoo parlor, a mechanic shop, a guy who owns, like I said, I know this guy currently. I know this guy who he's an exporter. Okay, he exports. Okay, cars. He wants to now buy or work trying to work towards buying. Okay, he already exports cars, okay, across seas. Ho, I didn't mean to say ho. I'm trying not to get demonetized. Anyway, and now he wants to buy a junkyard. Wants to buy a junkyard. What kind of shit is that? In your head first, you're like, what the hell? But if you think about it, he wants to buy a junkyard so people could junk their stuff and he could rip their shit apart and he could ship it and make a shitload of money. Men with an entrepreneurial spirit makes me quiver all over. Men with that studies engineering, that studies finance. Y'all know I love a man who studies finance. Lord. If a man knows money, he knows how to keep it. He knows how to make it. They hold it down. A guy who goes to school for mathematics or something like that, business, tech. Can we be realistic? Stop going after the stupid jock who probably ain't gonna make it to the NFL anyway. Okay, leave them alone. You need to get your from a young age into the guy who is, I said it before, in the engineering department, into the guy who is going to like start a business for real, not no bullshit. That talk it like he walk it. Now, I don't want to hear about potential. I hate that word. Thank you. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Child, I saw that, but I ain't even responding. Oops. Wow, a mechanic just asked me out. I'm going to say yes. He's from Puerto Rico. Listen, date anybody, any race you want to date. Mechanics make money. How much money you paid to get your car fixed when you fuck it up? Mechanics make money. Does he own a shop? These little shops you see out here, you want to mess with the dude who sell weed in front of it. Who is the guy who owns it? Who is the dude who owns it? Listen to your sis when I tell you. I'm just keeping it about who owns it. Okay? Let me tell you, even if you young and still silly and you want to date the drug dealer on the block, don't date the dude on the corner. Who do they work for? I need y'all to get look for the dude with entrepreneurial spirits, okay? Don't date no man your age, girl. You young, you're beautiful. Don't date no douchebag 23-year-old. They don't even got their shit together. Because you're going to be stuck with some dude who has potential. And you're going to spend 10 years with some dude who has potential. And once he get all his potential together, he going to leave you for a 25-year-old. Why now you 32 with 2 kids for him. Nope. Get you some older dude. Steven said Byron Allen was viewed as corny. Now he's a billionaire. I like corny. Corny is great. Corny is really cool. Corny niggas become millionaires and billionaires. I'm telling you. They too corny to be out here doing dumb shit. Is he nice to you? You know, fat niggas always taking you to go eat. Is he nice to you? Wooly, if shit hit the fan. Hold up, what the hell just happened? Oh, no. Okay. I just saw something. I was just making sure everything was okay. Okay. Is he nice to you? If you need something, will he take care of you? You know that dude with the belly, you need some shit. He got you. You know that, right? You know that? You know you can feed old boy with the belly some extra vegetables and he could lose some of that belly. I'm just saying. Corny and a provider is in, especially when he's a protector. That is sexier to me than Rico freaking Suave with the Jordans. I hate men who own Jordans. Can I just say that? I really do. At what age do you grow the fuck up? They are for the birds. Okay. I always say looks should be a bonus, not the main focus, because you can't pay rent with looks. Find someone that adds to your life or they will subtract from your best years. There you go. Do not get with some dude because he's so cool. And he's so cool. He's 6'3", and girl, bye. You're begging to be a single mother. You're begging to struggle. You are begging for your life to be mediocre because you're judging who you're gonna reproduce with by things that don't even matter. When your kid needs their college tuition paid for, what is his looks gonna do? A man should make more money than a woman. You're a woman, right? Yeah. What's the problem? A man should make more money than a woman. Yeah. I think I've been saying here for a while that the man is supposed to provide for the woman. Yes, a man is supposed to provide for his woman, his family, everything financially, and a woman provides in womanly ways, right? That's how we do. That's how it's supposed to be. Mechanic, he has always have grease on his hands. Ha ha ha. Meaning he likes to work. Yes, and there is such a thing called soap and water. Okay, you could get him some. He'll get it together when it's time for that date. Okay. Teresa driving, girl. Don't be commenting while you driving. I think I would be happier with a blue collar worker. Listen, blue collar workers out here make money, depending on what he does. Is he good at it? Does he own some shit? I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at nobody who is married to a dude who is a mechanic that own a shop. He put them dudes that put wheels and audio equipment in people's cars. Do you know how much that stuff costs? You know how much that stuff costs. Everybody needs that. People who own little, if a man is out here owning, but I remember when I was younger, there was this girl. I was like, this is when I was still dating a drug dealer back. I was like 21, 20. No, I was like 19, whatever. I was young. And I used to work at this game shop, right? Me and my homegirl used to work at this game shop that this dude owned, this black guy owned. He was short. He was shorter than me. He was short. He was like this. And I was young. So I was like, what the hell? I still have my mentality the way I think. But this is when I was still into, you got to be 6'5", all of that shit. But he was short. He owned a game shop. He owned like 3 other businesses. And he used to have this girlfriend, right? He was probably, I'm like 19, 20. He was probably like, I don't know, maybe 40. And he had this girlfriend. I'm going to say she was probably like maybe, I don't know, like 30, maybe 29. I don't know. And she always used to be fly as shit, boy. I mean, like fur coats, and this nigga owned like 3 shops. And she told me one day, she was like, I don't know what happened. Something happened with the dumbass dude I was dating. And she was like, I like you. You're really beautiful. You ain't got to deal with this shit. And then and then I'm like, yeah, he's so, I'm like, yeah, your boyfriend little. She said, you see him, he ain't all that. I was like, I didn't want to be rude, but we was kind of cool. And she was like, but he got 3 businesses and I don't have to work. And I was like, huh. And she was beautiful. He was like a 5. She was like an 8, 9. He was like a 5. And she ran his ass ragged boy. But what you want? The world does not love because the earth is a planet. We are her for us, and we'll be here long after humans is gone. And he asked me out, and I'm going to say yes. You better say yes, and you better go to a really nice place. Okay? Start the bar at an acceptable level. Don't go no damn Applebee's. Applebee's is for you and your home girl. Hey, Brandy. I said college is an exception to the rule when you're young and you're in college, not when you're 40 or 35. I think too many women out here are not using money as a standards. They're using things that don't matter for much. He dressed cool. He's 6'3". He has a big penis. These things don't matter. And when you use those things, your relationship will not last. When you focus on putting yourself in a position where you can actually allow a man to be a man, he can actually be a man, and you don't have to be abrasive. You don't have to be the strong Black woman in your relationship. You can actually be good with him leading your household. Then there will be no complaints. Then he won't be complaining about, he got some angry bitch and, who she thinks she is. All she does is pay half the rent. She shouldn't be doing that. Boop. My girl, Brandy. Elijah mad now. And that's the problem with Black women that's one of the major problems with Black women when it comes to dating and when it comes to finding someone to actually produce a family with. We're not picking adequate men to breed with. You don't breed with Trek. Tretch. That was his name, Tretch. You don't breed with, the roughneck. No, you breed with the stable man who is stable and secure. Okay? Who is going to who believes in marriage and who is going to want to have a family and not baby mamas. Okay. And he made it happen. All right, Terry, I hear you. And that is And that is really respectable. Okay? And he opened up a whole barbershop. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want to hear excuses. This man, like Terry said, he figured it out and he made it happen. And he got to a place where he was able to open up his own barbershop. I don't want to hear about, because my white man holding me down. We get it. They holding all of us down. But what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Like I said, I am all about when a man's back is against the wall, he will either stand or he will fold. I don't like folders. I like a man who's going to stand with all of that shit against him. He's going to stand and make it happen. She said, I'm going to share this video. You need to. Please don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget, donations are accepted, and we truly appreciate them via PayPal, Cash App, whatever. I'm JoviBeauty. And we are still accepting cheesecake orders. So don't forget, cheesecake orders are being accepted all the way till probably like the 22nd. So please don't forget, get your orders in sooner than later, because after I hit a certain amount, I'm probably going to stop. With some sense, to a man with some sense, because they locked down that, they got them an engineer, right? Or somebody with some shit. And they made it happen. Instead of running behind Darrell, who gonna drop out in the second year. They can have him. If he is with a white girl who provided for him, they can have him. They can have him. They can have him. Go. What comes to control when you pay like when it comes. But what? Oh, okay. Beth said they want to be the man when it comes to control, but what to pay like the co-man when it comes to bill. Exact lesson. We're not doing that. Then again, then they be like, those the same men who be like, she don't respect me. She don't respect me. I'm not the, she disrespects me. I'm not the man in the house. You didn't allow yourself to be the man in the house. You allowed yourself to be the lady. And your girl takes care of you. And you made your girl the man. And now, dun 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 dun, puppy power. Run so fast, girl. You not ugly. Run so fast. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your life. Don't waste your beauty on the trash. No, you don't. I'll be mad at you. When he takes the bath at work, of course, when he wash all that grease off. They have stuff that they put on themselves to get all that grease off. It's fine. You know what's not greasy? His credit card. Hello, Tehran. How are you, boo? You gotta pay the cost to be the boss. You have to pay the cost to be the boss. Stop wanting people to treat you like a man when you're not even treating yourself like a man, because you got your girl paying for dinner and a movie and half the rent and the light bill and the freaking groceries. But you want to be the boss. Please. At my age, I date to marry. When you're 21, do what you want. When you're 21 to like 25, do what you want. If you happen to get you a good situation, don't be stupid and let it go. But you should enjoy your life. You should not have children. You should enjoy your life. And when you get to like 24, 25, you should be focused on what's going to make your future and your children's future secure. That is 100% what I believe. Do not be out here effing up your life because he's cool, or wasting your life dating for no reason, and then be 34 and then want to be like, well, I'm trying to find somebody to marry. You should have did that already. Or wasting your time dating some dude for like 18,000 years and he ain't never like. Fine, be smart. Be smart. You do not date somebody for 10 years and think you're winning. You're not winning. It's not women who want money. It's women need stability. A man should, both of you should provide stability. The way we provide it is in different ways. It's stability. It's not the actual cash. It's the stability that that him being a provider offers. Do we get it? That's what a man should be offering. Stability. Your lights ain't gonna get cut off. If your kid wants to take music class, you should be able to do that. You should be able to do certain things, okay? And not have to struggle. You should be able, as a mother, if you want to be able to stay home and take care of your kids. Okay? Okay? And not work till you 9 months pregnant. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And that's our problem right there. You know I is, boo. And they're going to end up in those positions. The women on this page are not. Because we choose quality. FYI, date a few engineers because you can be rude as hell. Engineers definitely a personality type to adjust to. I'm telling, listen, they not listening to us. They go listen. Carla says engineers, techs, medical professionals, entrepreneurs. I'm telling y'all. I feel bad for your sister, DC. She needs to get her life together. She needs to get her mind right. And she's going to waste her youth and her beauty on some busted ass dude who ain't going to make it into the NBA, who's going to be probably working at the Waffle House in a couple of years. And she going to be mad about it. And then she gonna get all angry and be the angry black woman and then you can't even blame certain, to an extent, you can't even blame the man because like you put yourself in a lot of us put ourselves in these positions by picking wrong. Jordans are a clear sign. Stay away from them, girl. No. Listen. 20 nerds get a bit of confidence from dating your ass. That's when the trouble starts. Listen, when you want to level up, who else gonna take them? Half of these girls want the ex NBA player. Who will take him? Where you going? Where is he going? I'm just saying. Like you. That's why you gotta be the level up. Level up, and don't let him know what's going on. He should be so ecstatic that he even got a woman, let alone a woman that look like you. I'm 20, turning 21, but I'm in multiple classes to advance my technique and network. That should be the mindset we as black folks have. I agree. Yeah. I am very soft and docilely when I'm not on here. Y'all know how I am on here. Let us get some likes. Hey Gladys, how are you, boo? But I am very soft and docilely, and I put makeup on, and I walk around looking all cute, and I walk around in a fur coat, and I'm gonna get another one for my birthday. Hopefully, somebody is getting me a fur coat for my birthday. If I get it, I will show it to y'all. Birthday is 16 days, y'all. We'll see what happens. These men until they see he's with a woman. And listen, I hear y'all. I hear you. But I'm just saying, be smart. Pick smart. Women, okay, so what about the too fly guy? All the women want him. Whether he with a woman, not, he got y'all all in rotation. I'm just saying. He owned 3. I swear to you, he owned the game shop. What else? I think he owned the sneaker store back then. I can't remember. This shit was a long time ago. But yeah. And he was a little short dude. And he had a gut and all that. And she was bad. And she used to walk around. And I was just like, at first I was like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. You know, I was young. I didn't understand. And she told me, she was like, yo, you can do better than this shit. I was like, and you know, at the time, you know, old drug dealer boy was doing some things. But even with the things he was doing, she was like, yo, you could still do better than this. And I was like, I think she's right. I think she's right. I need to up the ante some. Like, I can't do this. And my next question was, so what is your 5-year goals? And when old drug dealer didn't have no idea what the hell, I jumped the boogie to the boogity beat and found me, you know, and then proceeded to, you know, live a better life. Who said he doesn't have no substance, y'all? But who said he doesn't have no substance? Because he got money. Why is it that men think only broke men, or people think only broke dudes got substance? Got substance. He ain't got substance. If he had substance, he would have his life together. She said, personally, I would still want to work, but I will be doing a life-fulfilling thing for me. But I like knowing I don't have to. Yeah, I like, you know, like, you know, that's why so many women are on YouTube. You know, that's why that's how a lot of these YouTubers started out, especially them white YouTubers. Peep game, y'all. They was home taking care of kids and they wanted to do something. So they got up on YouTube, started businesses, and even black YouTubers starting businesses and doing all of this shit while their husbands was at work. Half of them husbands don't even know how much money the wife bringing in. Peep game. It's when I don't have to. I choose to do what I love, follow my passions. Women should be able to follow their passions. A man, you should be with a man who's going to afford you a life for you to be able to follow your passions. Do what you want to do with your life. Gladys know what it is. Gladys know. I know. We've been through this. I know. Go ahead, girl. Lock it down. She know. When she started here, she was crazy like half of y'all too. But we have grown, especially the people who've been here long enough to be like, I'm gonna try. I'm like, this bitch always talking shit. Let me try it her way and see what happens. Y'all need to ask some of these mods and some of the people who've been in here for a long time who said, you know what? Well, let me see, and see what happened. Yes, I like that. Trade school work too. I like, man, not too many people out here nowadays don't have a trade. They don't know how to do nothing. A man, like I said, he could fix cars. Oh, he opened in a shop, bruh. Y'all wanna be talking about potential. Okay, you know what potential is, or riding with a dude is. He just graduated from mechanic shop and he's opening a shop, and you with him. You ain't paying the bills, but you with him as he's opening his shop. That's what you call riding. That's what you call potential. Don't let that go. He's opening a shop. He just finished trade school. He's trying to, do this, and he's stacking, and he about to open a shop next year. Bitch. Damn, like this. That. She said he owns, girl, you better go on that damn date. You listen, I don't want to hear nothing else about this man until you come back and tell me how the date was. I don't want to hear about it. Ooh. Terry said, just like their side chicks, some men are only meant to be side dishes. Don't bring them home. Keep it covered. Don't pay for nothing, and don't fall in love. I tell y'all want to mess with the big dick DeAndre down the block, okay? Give DeAndre, fuck the shit out of him for a month and a half. Don't hit 2 months. A month and a half. Use protection. Ride it till your wheels fall off and do some. Bye-bye. Don't get caught up. Roughneck, rough life. Don't get caught up with DeAndre, big dick ass. No, don't do it. DC. Yes, I like it. It may take our men a little longer, but knowing when our men made it, they made it despite all the obstacles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to hear that. I know too many men who have made it, and figured it out. So with the bum dude down the block talking about, these white people won't let me get ahead. I've never seen you, but we grew up in the same neighborhood, and you've always been trash and never actually wanted or put in any effort to do anything or be anything more than trash. But now you want to blame the white man. Come on. The people who should blame the white man is that black dude who made it. Because the white man don't care about you. The bums are great. The bums are who they want us to be. He's trying to knock down old boy that, that's in the same class as his son. Oh, he hate that. He trying to knock down the educated ones, or the ones who opening businesses, the ones who's doing something. white man don't give a fuck about y'all who ain't trying to do nothing about yourself. Y'all doing it to yourselves. I love the drug dealer that pays the person above him. Listen, I haven't dated a drug dealer in almost a very long time, over 15 years. Don't do it. And you don't date the help. You don't date the corner boys. I'm just saying. When them bills are paid, bruh, what you want, how you want it. I do backflips and I know how to do the lens spin. Y'all remember Girlfriends? I'm ridiculous. How could he take care of her? I'm confused. I think there is some place where we're missing it. Be it BTM. Because why wouldn't her man who loves her, who she's been with, of course he's going to take care of her. He has enough money and enough peak game and enough money to pay for insurance. Okay, that's going to take care of her when she has cancer. He can get her some nurses. The black dude can't even get her insurance. She's fucked up. She's going to die. She's going to die. And he's going to move on to the other chick. If you want to be I like that. If you want to be co-man, yeah. If you want to give me half of your manly obligations, okay. Then I'm gonna cooperate and I'm gonna be the man in this shit. You pay the cost to be the boss. Don't be trying to be the boss in these household men if you ain't paying the cost. Because you want us to abide by our womanly duties, right? You want us to. I was speaking to some dude. It's not some dude. I was speaking to a guy yesterday, right? And it was funny. We was laughing about it. I was like, yo, because he went on a trip somewhere for like 2 days or something. And it was a couple of things he missed his flight. It was ridiculous. And then we got on because I had told him he needed to pack more clothes. So now he got to go buy more clothes because he's like, yo, what is going on? And then I'm like, then I'm like, yeah, if it was me, I wouldn't have that. I wouldn't be going through that because I would have my clothes. He was like, yeah, and then you would have a case full of makeup in the thing. And then he like, no, you'd have your camera equipment in the thing, and all of this, talking about all the bags I would have. And I'm like, no, listen, peep game. And then he started talking about, yeah, because y'all women, it take y'all forever to get ready. It take you it take us like a half an hour, then took you 2 hours and all this stuff. And then I said, peep game. But if the woman didn't take that time to get ready, would you even want to take her out in the first place? If she was looking like, okay, I'm looking a little rough today. Okay, I reckon I won't. I'm working elections tomorrow, guys, so I will not be on. And y'all know I go to sleep early during elections, so so don't expect me tomorrow. Side note, but if I didn't take that time, and I say this to this person a lot. If I didn't take the time to be who I am and to do my hair and to be as feminine as I am, and dress the way I dress, and did my makeup the way I do my makeup, would you be taking me? Would you want to take me to these places? Would you want to take me? Because we went somewhere. It's a good example. We went somewhere. We went to this place called, if you're from New York, City Island, right? We went to City Island. City Island ain't cheap. It's a little island, whatever. Whole bunch of seafood restaurants. Best seafood, y'all. Anyway. We went to City Island like in the summertime, right? And we was in there. We was like halfway finished eating, and whatever. We we already started out, whatever. And this girl, she was sitting over here, right? She was sitting. this girl, her and this guy was sitting, and then the guy got up and went somewhere. And then by the time we got up to leave, we were waiting on the Uber, because we was calling the Uber, and the guy, and then I noticed that they were outside. I'm like, damn, she ain't have enough time to buy her food. And then in my head, I started making up all these scenarios, like, you know, maybe he broke, or maybe he saw the prices in the food, because City Island ain't cheap. Maybe he saw the prices of the food, they couldn't afford it. I'm making up all this shit in my head, right? And then he turned and said, the guy I was with said, well, you know, maybe this is their first date and she ain't worth City Island. I was like, I said, shit. You know, because I'm like, and then I looked at her and I'm like, I think this might be their first date based off of their, you know, I'm ear hustling over here. I'm like, this might be their first date. And he might have thought she was worth City Island money. But then when he got and he looked her in the face, he realized, I might want to take you to Applebee's. So that's just my thing, is that I'm saying that because y'all put so much, you know, thought into what we look like, you know, how much effort you put into relationship, you know, where you even willing to take us based on what we look like. Because if a woman walked around here in a bonnet looking cray-cray, you wouldn't want to take her nowhere. You would tell your friends, like, she be looking crazy, you know, she's embarrassing. You would be cheating on her with someone who gets their shit, who puts their self together. But yet a woman is not supposed to care about her man qualities. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, guys. Okay. So yeah, let's not play them games. Because like I said, I recognize the fact that me being an attractive woman helps. I ain't got makeup on today, but you know how I normally look. You know, me being who I am, me being feminine, me being able to cook, me being able to bake and be like, ta-da! Me being able to, you know, I bust it down in the kitchen. Me being able to be the woman helps me in my life, right? It allows me to not stress myself, not have the weight of the world on my face or on my body because I embrace being a woman, right? So why would I want to be with a man who doesn't embrace his role in being a man? You want to pay the boss. You want to pay you want to be the boss. You pay the cost. That's it. I want to be a woman. I pay the cost. I got to put on my makeup. I got to make sure I'm pretty. I got to make sure everything is nice. I got to make sure I do my hair and I don't walk around with a bonnet all the time. I got to make sure that, you know, I am womanly, right? I got to do all of that, right? So what about you? What you got to do? We date to marry, and I don't want to control no man but the kids. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Absolutely not. He should get his life together. But too many black men are bowing down to white men, but want to act crazy to black women. Let's not even start. That's why so many of them are. That's not this type of video, so I ain't even gonna go there. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Terry said he wished he had a sister like me. Don't have a sister at all, and my mom didn't talk to me about men. By the way, I am a female. Okay. Well, I figured since she was dating the guy. Well, yeah, you know what? Too many of our mothers don't. Too many of our mothers, honestly, taught us to be the strong Black woman and not have to depend on no man. And that is a setup for failure. That is a setup. You could do it. You don't need no man, girl. You do it all by yourself. I think too many Black women are setting their daughters up to be, Thank you. Thank you, girl. Thank you. I just don't want the struggle. I want to take care of men, but not financially. Let me take care of you in every way a woman is supposed to take care of man. That is my job. My job is not to pay these bills. If we live in the same household, my job is not to pay these bills. No, it's not. It's not. My job is to take care of you. Oh, pet you and do all of that stuff. Make you feel like you want to go out and so you can bring back home the carcass, so you can bring back home the meat and be like, look, so I could cook it. Our man is not a child. There you go. And then, because these men will say all of this stuff, but then they'll turn around. And when you do that bullshit that they think they want be their mothers, because that's who they're trying to get another mother, then they'll be mad at you. Then they talk about she thinks she run me, I'm a man, and all of this shit. You put yourself in that position. I didn't say you have to have a Bentley. When did I say you gotta get a Bentley? I say that. You put words in my mouth, BTM. Don't put words in my mouth. I say enough. Listen, I say enough stuff for people to be mad about, period. You don't have to add words, okay? You really don't. You really, truly don't. I love Brandy. I love Brandy boy. They're chilling on here making $100,000, and their husbands have no clue, but is coming home thinking, he is amazing because he's providing for everything. He think his wife is probably making a couple $100 here and there. He don't even know. He don't even peep game. And even with what she's making, he's still like, I got it. I got this. I got this. And he got it. She could use her money for better things, like dance recitals or maybe like a trip for the family or something. Like, I don't listen. 6 figures is nothing in New York. I'm from New York. 6 figures is nothing. She did it. I'm telling you, people do it every day. That just because certain people can't do it or don't think they can't do it, don't mean it can't happen. Who got a sucker and banging someone else? What the hell are you talking about, BTM? He's out here having $7 and $8 million and still end up going broke, dumb, because they don't have a woman. Most of those people who do that aren't married. Because when you're married, you have if he's smart enough to make $7-8 million. I'm not talking about a basketball player, not like that, but a businessman. He's smart enough to manage that money, or he's smart enough to marry a woman who's smart enough to manage that money, and they not going broke. Who? I don't know who y'all talking about right now. Hey, Titan, how are you? Hey, Pamela, you need to email me your address. I'm trying to like keep everybody's mailing information who ordered the cheesecake. Side note, if you do not know, we are heavy in the middle of accepting cheesecake orders, okay, for the holiday season. So if you want to get a cheesecake, please email me your home address, send the payment to my Venmo, PayPal, or CashAPP, and thank you. And all other donations are thoroughly appreciated, okay? My birthday is coming up, 16 days. Thank you. But Pamela, send me your address. Email me your address. I'm trying to put it all in a doc. I don't want to not have your address on file. But when I'm ready to send it out, I'm ready to send it out. I don't want it to be no delays or nothing. I want to make sure I have everyone's information. Bruh, all we do is think about and talk about how to keep the Black family together. Okay? You just don't start a Black family with a trash dude. That's how you end up being somebody's single mother. Okay? All I talk about, this channel is about increasing the Black family. All I talk about is marriage. Half of my subs argue with me. All I talk about is marriage. The point is, you don't marry a bum. You don't marry someone who is a man who cannot provide for his household. You don't shack up with some trash ass dude because he's trying with the struggle of. That too. Want all your attention. Want to F up your, let me tell you something. You know those men who, they want to mess up your life, right? They want to mess up, oh, they mad you work. They mad you this. They mad you that. Hold on. One second. Hold up. Okay, sorry guys. Of these men wanting not to have their own, wanting me not to have my own life, and they aren't paying any. Listen, because he wants you to be as low as he is. Can I say that? Too many, and that's the problem. When you aren't doing nothing or have nothing with you, you're going to resent a woman who has something. That's why you don't date low account men, because the low account man is going to be mad that you got something. Hey, Jeremy, how are you? It's time for Black people to end white supremacy with our brains, talents, and ambition, not with our peens and punans. Thank you. I agree. You build up the Black community. A part of building up the Black community is building up Black households. And you can't build a sustainable Black household with a guy who makes excuses instead of results. I don't want to hear excuses. We want results. When a man, you should always want a man who can come with results. You don't want a woman who has excuses, right? but for some reason it's okay for you to have an excuse because the white man is working against you. The white man working against everybody. But there's still black men out here who make it happen, Captain. So what's your excuse? I don't even want to hear it. Hey, Mahogany, how are you, boo? What the dog do? Y'all know when the dog do some shit. He ain't got no business doing. He has eyes. I tell you, Beth get on my nerves sometimes. Beth be funny as oh God. Leave he talking. No, don't block him. Let him talk. He put in mad comments in there. He gonna bring other men over here to argue and whatever they're adding to our views. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Don't block him, girl. Ignore him. Ignore him. He's doing this on purpose. Ignore him. But he's giving us good content. Okay, he's giving us good content, child. Who man? Oh, y'all talking about Brandy? Angie, shout out to Angie. I know I said it earlier. Shout out to Angie. Shout out to Pamela Hurt. Shout out to who else? Somebody bought a fucking cheesecake today. Hold up, wait. I have another one. Hold up. I gotta write it down. Shout out to everyone who has purchased a cheesecake. Okay, we appreciate you thoroughly. Thank you for your purchase. Hold up. And Murph, thanks. Shout out to Murph. Shout out to Pamela. You need to send me a dress, Pamela. And shout out to Angie for the cheesecake. We appreciate y'all so much. We are still accepting orders. Thank you, everyone. You know you're assuming what white women. You're assuming what white women do. There you go. All right. See, Mahogany came with the teas, with the smart teas, and just like, listen, listen, Pop. Wait, listen. We are the only race that put our women on the top of the household. PTM. You're arguing my point, but you're not arguing. You're arguing our point, and you're missing it completely. You said we're the only race that put the women at the top of the household, and that's wrong. That's our point. That's the point. We don't want that job. We want y'all to take it. We want you to be the man in the household. Take it. Do what you do. Make sure the household is everything. Make sure you are the man that your woman could depend on, that your family can depend on. Okay? Make sure that when the car breaks down, she don't have to turn to her mama because her man got it. Make sure we don't have to be worrying about when the rent and the mortgage is due because you got it. You are the man and the top of the household. That's the point. That's what's so crazy. You're arguing the point, but maybe because I'm a woman and the way I'm saying it, sometimes the way I say things, because I'm so direct, people don't, you're missing it or you're missing parts of it because I'm saying, you're supposed to be with a man who provides. You are supposed to. That's what you're saying. The woman is at the top of the household. She shouldn't be. We don't want that job anymore. We do not want to be the strong Black woman. We do not want to be the head of the household. Okay? But you can't be the head of the household if you're not taking care of the household. You said something about the white man and the white woman. The white man run his household because he is the head of the household. White man ain't claiming head of the household when the woman is taking care of everything. He getting dragged the way any woman would drag a man who want to play I am man, hear me roar, but he is not actually the head of the household. All right, Pam. I hope you heard it. Knowing our place. Where is y'all place? Where is the black man's place? You want women, you want black women to know their place. What's your place? Your place should be at the head of the household. Your place is to provide for your family. But men like that say crazy shit. You want to be at the head of the household, but your wife pay all the bills and you don't do anything but complain about how the man is holding you back, how the man is holding you down. Your place is at the top and the head of the household, but when you can't stand up for that, when you fuck up, when you don't think you can, because, I think anybody can make anything happen. You just have to put the work in. When a lot of black men don't want to put the work in to actually be that, they just want you to lower yourself. Bruh, we here. You supposed to be doing all of this shit. But when you're not doing all of this shit and you down here, you want us to pull ourselves down so you could still be at top. No. When we here, you supposed to fucking make it here. Real funny style. Real shaky bakey. Mommy, you almost 2 hours late. Mahogany said it. What else you want us to say? You want women are here, okay? You want to be on top, but everything that you don't do that has created a situation where you are here, okay? And you want us to pull ourselves down so you can no. You're supposed to pull yourself up. Stop trying to make women pull themselves down to the depths of hell from which you fucking came and rise to the fucking occasion. I'm tired of certain men not knowing that it's their job to rise to the occasion instead of trying to pull women to the pits of hell from which the fuck they are. I tried to watch that shit. I was like, Jesus. I tried. He was just talking that you know how they start talking that fugazi shit in the beginning, and I was like, y'all can't watch this shit, boy. I watched like 5 minutes of it, and I was like, y'all can't watch this shit. I was like, oh God. I was like, he can't get an hour of my life. I was like, oh God, no, I can't do it. And you gotta come up. We're just not gonna pull ourselves down so you can feel, because even here, this is where the mediocrity is. This is why we can't get nowhere. we gotta stay down so you'll feel like a man. How about we and you? How about you? Instead of wanting us to pull ourselves down. Exactly. We want to follow. We all want to follow. Please allow us to be able to follow. Allow us to be secure in our homes with our man. Allow that. I am not a feminist. Everybody know I am not a feminist, y'all. Listen. I'm just saying. Let me see. I gotta check sometimes to make sure okay. Make sure everything's okay. I'm saying. I'm so tired of playing the role of a man. We tired. We don't want to. Swear to you, we don't want to. Swear to you. So we don't have to play that. So we don't have to be the men that we don't want to be, having us all aggressive and stuff, having us all, our backs all broken and all of this shit because we have to be the man in this relationship. We just decide to date black men who could do this. When you're a black man who can do this, that means you deserve all that. All that other shit is for the birds. Thank you, Nisha. She said, we understand the games that played against yeah, you sound kind of like a feminist. Yeah, I get it. You didn't mean me. You meant him. We understand that the games that have been played against us, our men can't keep using that as an excuse not to step up. I'm sorry. I know too many black men who has stepped up. So I don't want to hear that. Like, what are you doing? A lot of these men be like, they do nothing. They don't do well in school. They don't aim for nothing. And mad at you because you did. Y'all need to be nice. You want to talk about you want to talk about white men and how white men out here murdering everything to protect their family. And some of these black men out here making excuses for everything. We just trying to get to the black man that's going to make it happen, Captain, for his family. We saying that we're going to be with a black man who ain't going to make no excuses. He going to make results. Boo, he just don't want to get it. He get it, but he don't want to get it. Whitney said, I heard a man on the bus today talking on the phone to his friend. He said, I'm never going to be the solo provider in my household. I'm not supposed to be. I thought that was very interesting. He is so sad. And he's going to end up living a trash life. Men like that end up living a trash life with trash women. But that's what they deserve. Black men don't expect to be the head of the household if you do not have a provider mentality. Listen, don't. There can only be one woman and one man in a relationship. And if you want to put on a skirt, my man, that means if that woman is bossy, okay, if that woman paying half the bills, that woman degrading you, that means she's the man and you're the bitch. What are you going to do? Just not our job to make you are supposed to do that. You're supposed to do that. They don't want to give up the good thing, help from a woman. Child, listen, I don't help, man. I'll cook. I'll take. Men should be ashamed wanting women to break their backs, have some children, then maybe I'd help. You should be ashamed, but they're not. That's why I said some of these men are very feminine in nature. This is what happens when you raise boys who only seen a woman break their back. Boys who ain't have no dads. Boys who never seen a man cherish or take care of their mother. This is what the fuck happens. They're marching. What happened? We are not feminists, boo. That is far from it. We don't even believe in that shit. A feminist would want to pay half the damn bills. No, thank you. No, thank you. That's what you want. You want women who are feminists. Bruh, we just told you. But how you gonna tell us what we want? You dating the wrong type of women then. You dating the wrong. You want women to lead, provide. You want men to lead, provide, and protect. You get it. But you women don't want that. You have a whole group of women arguing with you for the last hour. Telling you. That's the problem. Men don't want to listen. We telling you how you could win as a man. But you want to tell us what you think you know. Most of the women in here are taken care of. They're good. Now, how's she going to make a relationship with all her problems? A woman does not degrade a man who provides for her. A woman does not, a woman, maybe a chicken head, maybe a bird, a woman, maybe a woman who don't think she deserves it, so she going to fuck it up. But a woman does not degrade or disrespect a man who is a man. She ain't going to do that shit at all. At all. Okay. Okay. Ciao. Ciao. He did? A workhorse, so he expects any woman to be a work. I'm not going to comment on that, but you know. And yet this is what we have to deal with when we get blamed for single parent. The way I go about, the way our mindset goes is you wouldn't be a single mom if you thought the way that we think. If you did the things that, you know, focused on men who are responsible, who are providers, who think about their future, you wouldn't be a single mom. You would have it'd be those other types. It'd be those other types. Because they just think like the world that the world should be on a woman's back. And no. Just no. Yeah, we don't do feminism over here. We're not feminist. We are not feminist. We are womanist, and we believe in through our womanly what do you want in a marriage at the top? What is your role? He don't know, child. He don't know. Don't even ask that. All right. I think I'm finally done with the chat. It took me 2 damn hours. It took me 2 hours. But I enjoyed it because I won't be on tomorrow. And I won't be on Wednesday until late in the afternoon. I have to work the elections tomorrow. If you're if you have voting in your city, please go out and vote. And then I have an event to host all freaking day on Wednesday from like 8. I gotta be here from like 8 in the morning to like 5 in the afternoon, child. So if I do come live on Wednesday, I'm gonna really try to come live on Wednesday, but it'll be Wednesday night when I get home. It won't be in the daytime because I'm gonna be busy these next couple of days. That's why I kind of look like that. I just wanted to like chill today because y'all know it's gonna be crazy for me these next 2 days. I gotta be up at like 4 o'clock to be at that election thing at 5. You gonna learn, Mahogany. Honestly, I am like this at Mahogany because Mahogany ain't talking about. Mahogany will send you to the block. And then I'm gonna have to go back and be like, oh, he got blocked. Let me try to unblock him. Mahogany don't give a shit. She will block you. And shout out to you for just saying, you know what? I feel like mouth battling today. I'm not blocking you right now, but she said keep messing around. She gonna let these women attack you, and these women will rip your throat out. I'm just saying. His whole life. Oh, I'm sorry, BTM, but I get it. But I get it. But look, I grew up. My mother at home. My father was a provider. I did too. That's why, again, I tell you all the time. This is why I think the way I think. I do things the way I do things. I feel the way I feel. My parents were married when they had me. Yes, they got a divorce, but they both went on to marry again. I grew up with marriage. I grew up with men who were providers. I grew up with a father who took care of his household, us, I don't understand. I don't live in a world. I didn't grow up in a world where men weren't providing for their families. My uncles, my aunts, the men were providing for their families. Men still provide for their families. So I can't, everybody has a father. I only have one cousin who didn't have a dad, and that's because his dad died like before he was born. We all have fathers. There was no absentees, and I don't live in that mindset. A lot of us do not live in that mindset. You got to remember, everybody, and just like I have to remember, everybody wasn't raised like me. My mom used to say that to me all the time because I knew a lot of girls who were tragic as hell. And my mom, and I used to be like, I don't understand why she dealing with this, and she's stupid, da 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 da. And my mama used to tell me, and it was true. Everybody ain't raised like you, Everybody. So just like even and that's all aspects, like I grew up with friends. I knew people who, didn't have a dad or didn't, and their life is different because you see things different. So just because you might have grown up in a struggle with an over abrasive moms or somebody who had to be the like Future, Mr. 85 baby daddy, right? He tells us all the time that his mom, in my opinion, was like a hood rat. His mom was like a hood rat. He ain't had no man in his life. His dudes would just come and go. Nobody respected his moms. No man. She was just So that's why he is the way he is now. He never had he was never able to see anybody love and provide for love and provide for his mother. He's seen his mother struggle through it herself. And too much men, let me say this, and too much men who grow up in a household, again, another reason why I do not promote single parent households. I am a staunch believer in waiting until marriage to have babies and not putting yourself in these freaking positions, because boys and girls who grow up in single parent households, a lot of the times they don't get it, and they think that shit is normal. They think that the struggle is supposed to be on the woman, when in actuality it's the man's job to take care of his family, but they didn't grow up with that viewpoint. They didn't grow up seeing that. So they can't, to them, it's like, you know, they just used to thinking some woman is supposed to provide for them. And no, that's not helping you. That's not helping you. That's not helping your sons. You know, that's not helping you. These are the little boys that turn into men like this, that be on the phone, dead ass. Somebody just said it, talking about, you know, he never expect to pay full because he never seen a man provide for his moms. He never seen his mom's receive any sort of respect or real love from a man. So what do you expect from him? He don't know what the fuck. He don't even know what to do or how to do it because he never seen it. I'm just gonna say that. And BTM, I get it. Okay, I get it. That's why I didn't let them block you. I get it. I understand, you know, but you have to understand that even with women on here, sometimes a lot of these women, you know, because it's not just because they could getting at you right now. It's normally a lot of women we be getting at, because a lot of the times we have women who come up on here and they want to argue to have to pay half the rent. They want to argue and feel like they got to have more, you know, because they've learned from watching their mother provide for everybody. You have to recognize whatever dysfunction you have in you and say, you know, that was crazy. Just because I lived that don't mean that that is what I want to live. Doesn't mean that that was normal and how shit was supposed to be. That was a bad. I don't want that. I don't want that for my children. I want to break that cycle. We have to learn to break the cycle. Just because that was happening don't mean that shit was cool. Don't mean that we have to perpetuate the shits. Okay? Girl, I love you, boo. Let's calm down, people. We don't need the blockage. I didn't grow up with side babies. Yeah, I didn't grow up with, you know, I didn't grow up like that. I ain't gonna lie, we had a couple side babies, but they weren't side babies. Because once that people, you know, I got some aunts who had, you know, some uncles who had some, they was a part of the family. There was no side babies. They might have cheated on their wife, did some fucking shit, you know, but there was no babies that was just out there not knowing who their family was. You know, I have aunts who literally raised the you know, I ain't gonna talk about it. But you know, we don't, that's just not how I grew up. And that's just not the message that I want to send out to people. Both my parents were together. My dad, RP, was an excellent example of 100 and father. Yeah, I'm gonna say I didn't grow up with not thinking that a man was supposed to take that it was a woman's job to take care of the house. Like, that's just not how I grew up at all. I did not grow up like that. Girl, I grew up thinking I should be in charge. I'm the female, and I messed up so bad. I had a good, hardworking handyman and left because I couldn't stand to look at him. See, we have to recognize that just because it was how we were raised, don't mean we have to continue to perpetuate the shits. You know, ask Gladys. Gladys was raised like that. And Gladys out here now living her best life with her rent paid with a man who's about some shit, child. see better, do better. And that's what we're trying to do, because we understand that you may not see it on your block, in your community, but you could come up on YouTube and you can come across a group of women who is going to tell you how to do it. I'm going to look you dead in the face. You know, y'all know that's why I don't get on and do all of this other stuff, even though, you know, I ain't got no makeup on. Because I was thinking that today. I was like, I should just put up a post or a picture and just come on. But y'all know I like to look y'all in the face. So you're going to have someone who's going to look you in your face. You know, you see the seriousness of my eyes, and tell you where you fucking up at, or tell you when you right. We gonna tell you over here, if you wrong, you wrong. If you right, you right. I don't care who it is, you know? So you can learn to do better, to have a better life, to have a life that's actually gonna do something for your benefit. All right, y'all. So many single women now because these men are not worthy. 200, and a lot of these men need to get their shit together. But again, a lot of these women are raising these men to be unworthy. Okay, we need to raise our sons to understand that it's their job to be a provider, and not think that mommy broke her back her whole life. So if I don't find a woman who's willing to break her back for me, then I can't be with her. No, bruh. That's not how I go. It's not how I go. And that's why men need to get their shit together. That's very noble. That is extremely noble of him. Child, they going wild up here. And she can't be in the home if she's out here busting her ass and breaking her back to pay half the rent. Okay? So look, I'm done, y'all. I think we got our point across, right? We talked about Judge Joe Brown. We talked about that video that's going around on the IG. I think I made a good video today. I think we got the meat of it all. And yeah, so I'm done. I need to get me something to eat, and I need to get ready to go to sleep because I have to be up early in the morning. Thank you, Pamela. Don't forget to send me that email. I have to be up early in the morning to go help these people vote, child. Child, we got whole new election iPads. Lord, they're going to have the 80-year-old women on the iPads. I cannot. This is what's wrong with elections nowadays, but that's another, whatever. And we're going to leave it at that. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden, okay? I will see y'all maybe tomorrow night after the elections, but that would be really late if I was to, because the election, we're going to be in there for a while. Or I will see you on Tuesday. And as always, and again, please don't forget, no problem, BTM. Please don't forget, all donations are accepted. We're accepting cheesecake orders. Payment could be made via Venmo, PayPal, CashAPP. Just send me your address in email or whatever. And yeah. So as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden. I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it.